Bunjil, our creative spirit who travels as an eagle, required the Bunurong to welcome all guests, but he required the Bunurong to ask all visitors to make two promises: not to harm the land or the children of Bunjil. And this was signified by the giving of our leaves dipped in the water of the land. Wamajika, welcome.
Welcome. We very much look forward to hosting you in 2011 in Melbourne, Australia for what promises to be a very vibrant and dynamic 5th IFACCA World Summit on Arts and Culture. For me, the best way to germinate fresh, new ideas is through dialogue and exchange, and a summit like this represents that very opportunity. And being a performing artist who works in Australia, I know firsthand what a diverse cultural community we have, particularly when you're talking about big issues like community development and social change, advances in education and application of new technologies. And all of those things exist in abundance in Australia.
I think artistic expression gives people opportunities to speak and to express themselves, but to produce as well, to produce their own art forms. Art should never be marginalised in, if you like, the museum. For me, art really is a tool that ordinary people can utilise and mobilise to speak and to tell their stories, and ultimately to inform and educate broader communities about their own specific experiences.
It gives people the freedom to express their culture, the way of life, the way they feel.
Ours is a country that has an incredible cultural history and tradition, our Indigenous people. We've also seen successive waves of immigrants make this place their home and bring the richness of their cultures to bear. I'm really interested in encouraging young people to bring forth the creativity that they have, but I'm also interested in what's called the creative intersections, where the ideas meet, what they generate, and the great conversations and the great work that arises as a result of this conversation.
The benefits of community partnerships are that it brings together artists and communities to work around complex issues, to quite often address issues that in the natural public discourse are difficult to have the conversation and dialogue.
It was very important for us to do this film because it makes us express ourselves. It analyses our characters. Maybe it shows the inner feelings we have inside. The film, what we created and the animation we did, I think that's our voice.
Expression in art can provide a great opportunity for people to put forward their concerns which they might find more difficult to share directly in conversations. It draws out the fact that people with disabilities don't want to be regarded as heroes or victims, but just want to be able to be agents of their own destiny, getting on with their lives.
It starts out as a personal event, an image that comes to a mind or a theme, an idea from one person, and in the process of making art, it connects with a range of people.
Art is important to me because it enables me to communicate ideas, and I really feel a strong sense of community when I work with other artists and exhibit my own work.
We have a huge advantage really in this country because we inherit one of the most oldest Indigenous cultures in the world, and art to Indigenous people is a huge part of their life. Being inspired by the different creative cultural kinships that are developed through Aboriginal culture is what inspires my works.
Those intersections have led to great outcomes, and both for the individual artists concerned and for the communities.
think when you work with communities in cultural forms and artistic expression, you can really see how art can change people's lives and give them a real sense of themselves, so that it moves from the individual to the collective, and that's, I think, where real social change can happen.
Culture is continuously growing, that it's a living thing, and that art gives it a place to do that growing.
The notion of, communities that bring their cultures which transform while they're in, move to a new country, and their intersection with individual artists is where that creative and innovative space actually exists. That's where, in a sense, that new narrative actually is unfolding, and quite often what we have to do is create an environment to allow that to occur.
Where would we be in a world where there is no art, where there is no colour, where there is no movement? Just the creative part of it, it doesn't matter what your budget or what money you have. I think art is in everybody, and we should practice it more.
It is, for me, the concept of creativity, of actually being able to transcend from one's own life into other ideas, accepting other people's situations, and indeed pushing oneself to think through and create more than what one might normally wish to do.
South Africa. Art is a very good something, because it's like what actually we can do for ourselves, what we believe in, and what we are capable of doing.
So we hope you'll join us. As you can see, there are a myriad of voices in Australia around the cultural community, and we look forward to sharing and exploring those things with you in 2011.
On behalf of the Australian Government, a very, very warm invitation to come and join us in Melbourne for this important summit in 2011. Come and share with us in the Australian values, our incredible Indigenous culture, the extraordinary natural beauty of the country, and our friendly cosmopolitan outlook. Come and join us. I'd like to see you there.